NPP for in the name of a year a kubia wamati a wamosi omo friend the coalition of political parties. Jawajo. It's in same hupa or kroma. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. This is his 5th month. This is just his 5th month. And I'm watching as you swing. The Amodia Ghana for 8 years. Ghana for senior year kuma yetena home 6 months per musu. And you see, the MPP every single time, every single day. As someone make for MPP for whom every single day the MPP it be proving me right. I am always going to be vindicated. So these people are just some bunch of narcissistic people. Yeah, MPP for whom I say yes, shedani Ghana ye cool be if ye show ye share or more ye narcissist. And ye far or money do more baby for me sa MPP cool. Oh, 8 years. Tina Ghana for any jeso. The other year Ghana for unsu. 5 months peno. And then MPP for the America. Ako a year the diplomatic community ho. Ye ka diplomatic community and actually say embrofo or more Ghana or more free other countries. No what you say embassies in Yamano. MPP for the America. Ako diplomatic community for no ho. Katro mu say boy Mahama wo kunya yo ene wo chichi ya nkrofo ene chief justice in sensemo ene de MPP for ade omo aye no na don't worry, we are going to learn, okay? We are really going to learn. Inti oha eni nanabi omo and the omwako the diplomatic community for her. In quote, I report His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ohe Nanabia onuni Nanabi diplomatic community no omupenyi ba kuni. Osha intino Nanabi ni Richard Ahiagba, and then other people are womonso kan ho. Osha senia inti Jawajo. I say collation. Let me read again. Coalition of political parties has presented an appeal to the leader of the diplomatic community, expressing alarm over potential dangers of Ghana's democratic governance. I say His Excellency Maha Kai, the Lebanese ambassador to Ghana and current dean of the diplomatic corps, received a letter from the group and acknowledged it. That is what MPP for. That is what the MPP have done in the name of diplomatic community. Now, I want to search so we get the letter, but I'm going to show you something. Okay? I'm going to show you something. So let's read the story, the whole story, and then I'll show you what I'm saying. As the coalition of political parties petitions diplomatic corps over Chief Justice's suspension. I say a coalition of political parties in Ghana has formally petitioned the diplomatic community, urging international intervention following the recent suspension of Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Saki Tokonu by President John Dramani Mahama. Into makom brofofo ne ose brofofo ni mbrem be bi edu ide. Eni ayedin into brofofo ni mbrem. The petition signed by representatives of the New Patriotic Party, National Democratic Party, Liberal Party of Ghana, and People's National Party has alleged that the suspension is part of a broader attempt to undermine the judiciary and consolidate power within the ruling party. President Mahama announced the Chief Justice's suspension on April 22nd, 2025, citing 3 separate petitions submitted against her and the formation of a 5-member committee to investigate the allegations. Now, see, according to MetroTVOnline.com, a report on May 30th, 2025, while the move is constitutionally permitted, opposition leaders contended that the action is politically motivated. Also, the independence of Ghana's judiciary is under threat. This development risks eroding public confidence in our democratic institutions and could destabilize the country's governance framework, the report said. The coalition statement contrasts Ghana's long-standing reputation as a democratic stronghold in West Africa with recent incidents of political unrest in the region. It has also accused the government of targeting political opponents, pointing to the recent arrest of several NPP officials as further evidence of the crackdown on dissent. And for people who don't understand, you can't diplomats in Brofofo more like say ambassadors are Ghana. In UK for ambassador wa Ghana, US for ambassador wa Ghana, Lebanon for ambassador to Ghana, and in Yamano. Womo say kuno. And NPP for a tron crata mo say. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bo woman. Na bona wo bo man then no ya was he Chief Justice. Owie no was also say or chichi NPP for into Omojania Combrofo was and Brofo Nenjomo. It was a public demonstration teamed Save the Judiciary was recently held in Accra, where protesters submitted petitions to the judiciary, legislature, and executive branches of government. The demonstration called for the reinstatement of Chief Justice Tokonu and protection of judicial integrity. As of now, there has been no official response from the presidency or the judiciary regarding the petition or the protest. The coalition has therefore called on the International Diplomatic Corps to apply pressure on Ghanaian government to reverse the suspension and uphold the principles of judicial independence and multi-party democracy. Into where Omu NPP for Wontumi ama His Excellency, what all they did, going to court for about 4 times, and every single thing they've done with the Chief Justice, still Chief Justice is being suspended. Into ma Brofofo we say, and Brofofo never pressure into His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so. Na on Sansuma Chief Justice ni yen Emra. Now you see, this is how lawless or unlawful the NPP is. For people who don't understand, my main kind bibintro, your friend of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, 1961. You see, diplomats are bedru Ghana no, obia edimbraso. Okay, and let me show you. Ombra e wose womudiso no. Diplomats are bedru Ghana no, obia edimbraso. Embrana womudiso no. What you say? The Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. It will be a juma or ye American ni na ye de na bagana na wababa be ye juma ewo embassy, American embassy, no or ye diplomata or wombra was a wodiso. Until let's go through diplomat wo krum ha embra ne hu ne se ade a NPP fo akwa ye. Adia etiambra anase enembra eko. Now this is the 16-paged diplomatic relations, the law that guards every single diplomat. Now the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations done at Vienna on 18th April 1961. Embra we are thrown in 1961. 1961. So that time na bi mokra me sure say ya wo mo. The state parties to the present convention, recalling that peoples of all nations from ancient times have recognized the status of diplomatic agents. Obibia wo wi asemu bebia agiatum diplomatic agents ya recognize yomo. Having in mind the purposes and principles of the Charter of the United Nations concerning the sovereign equality of states, the maintenance of international peace and security, and the promotion of friendly relations among nations. Believing that an international convention on diplomatic intercourse, privileges, and immunities would contribute to the development of friendly relations among nations, irrespective of their different constitutional and social systems. Inti yeji atum se, obi free aburuchi no ba betena Ghana. E was say yes certain brahma nkrofo so that aburuchi na wo free na wo ba Ghana no. Ono no sebe. Ni views are different. Ni system ye different. But yes certain international embrebi so that obia bedi so. Nti oba betena Ghana na no say oh waba betena Ghana no nye Ghana ni nti na Ghana fo tia na ni dabi. Nti ye be hye embra na obia te so internationally. Nti wo ye diplomat dia ye nim so ye diplomat. Bibi say isi a say na wo say ye diplomat ne fa so. Ghana ni akwa say parliament parliamentarian bi di bone ne say police force hwehwe na ye wombra wo say ye de ne ye den efa so nti o ye diplomat na okoko di bone a embra wo ho e wo say ye den e de no ye den efa so nti basically no that's what is going on. I see, realizing that the purpose of such privileges and immunities is not to benefit individuals but to ensure the efficient performance of the functions of diplomatic missions as representing states. Si enya se bia embra we ayede bra omo no omo ayede embra na emo omo no mo mfa nkonko di bone da bi yede mo omo so that omo tumi ayo mo adwuma yie, affirming that the rules of customary international law should continue to govern questions not expressly regulated by provisions of the present convention, have agreed as follows. Intino ninina mo omo atenase 1961 amanaman nina atenase ese embra we ene yebema diplomat no ediso. Article 1 I say, for the purpose of the present convention, the following expressions shall have the meanings hereunder assigned to them. It was church and sema say o ko embrani mu na hu say yatro asumesi say ne patre yatro obentin say ne patrenti. Article 1 no more like a definition of terms. The head of the mission is the person charged by the sending state with the duty of acting in that capacity. So you say head of mission, who say head of the mission, and actually say ambassador namuni yeka ne ho asem. The members of the mission are the head of the mission and the members of the staff of the mission. You can say members of the mission are because ambassador, American ambassador to Ghana no, enye onope eno obeba Ghana ba be ejuma. On the staff, on the ne beba nti yeka members of the mission are wono and the staff. The members of the staff of the mission are the members of the diplomatic staff, of the administrative and technical staff, and of the service staff of the mission. It's you can the members of the staff are, and on it goes more. Send ya mekan no, ebia ambassador no, ono ne ebia the secretary ni nyama bi beba. Now so there are people are administratively nso ye adwuma e wa embassy ho. Inti omo nso terms no. Inti basically no article 1 no is the definition of terms. What you say? Inti it went on from article 1 and then went on article 2 explaining what they should all be doing. What you say? Embranimu. In article 2 no say the establishment of diplomatic relations between states and of permanent diplomatic missions takes place by mutual consent. And also or tremu a mutual consent to be at in one say article 2 no a trust here America for ne Ghana for at ye one say intiana yasoma America ni bi say one better bet na Ghana ha na ombe den ombe play role as American ambassador to Ghana. Okay, now cool enough. Article 3, the functions of the diplomatic mission consist inter ally in into article 3 no or tre say or ya American ni no betina ha no ya ambassador na ejuma ne sen. Inti NPP for wo makwa ko hu ambassadors no ano makwa ko hu diplomatic corps no ye bisa say ye behwe mu say eyomo adwumani ana. Now let's go into article 3 no or say the functions of a diplomatic mission consist inter ally in representing the sending state in the receiving state. 1, the main job and say ojine mu ama America for wo mote Ghana or ya America ni near the neighbor so be ya ambassador ojine mu ama America for mote Ghana. 2, protecting in the receiving state the interest of the sending state and of its nationals within the limits permitted by international law. Or Ghana ha or America for home buying. Na second, no simple as that. First, ojine mu ama America for. Second, or America for home buying. 3, negotiating with the government of the receiving state. Se bibiba na America for being sem ana bibia onyo mo be negotiate in the interest of America for. 4, ascertaining by all lawful means conditions and developments in the receiving state and reporting thereon to government of the sending state. Oh yeah, war Ghana conditions waha, especially Emma America for. We are now reporting America for say Ghana for America for Ghana no. Most of them maybe our mote area we say wo mu here say area we say there waha ni now reporting America for because first omujine mu America for. 5, promoting friendly relations between sending states and the receiving state and developing their economic, cultural, and scientific relations. O making sure say yonko fe beda America and Ghana and temno obema etintim ni aboa ye ho America and Ghana yonko fa no obema etintim because yonko fa de what is yonko fa without say mo beboa mo ho. Indeed, these are the roles as stated in Article 3. One can say interfere into their political issues. Now, let's go to Article 40. Articles ni bebre of the Vienna Conventions are egadi diplomat. Let's go to Article 40. Okay, and I'm going to show you what can perfectly. Nintendo unya NPP for unyo biti se nanabi. Was woni membra. No could this anyambra nsem we are. No one who say yes, NPP for the omutini. Now, this is Article 40. Article 40 any. Now, let's read Article 40. No, Article... Okay, so let's go to 41, right? Let's go to Article 41. Into Article 41 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. Read the Article 41 or say, without prejudice to their privileges and immunities, it is the duty of all persons enjoying such privileges and immunities to respect the laws and regulations of the receiving states. They also have a duty not to interfere in the internal affairs of the states. Article 41, mami read in Tremubium, or say, without prejudice to their privileges and immunities, it is the duty of all persons enjoying such privileges and immunities to respect the laws and regulations of the receiving state. Or say, what about do my Ghana mu? Ghana mratre say, Chief Justice Di Bonia, was say ye know in a certain way, Ninina a yembra. Was say we a diplomat now babe do Ghana ha. Mra no diso. Emrana a guard Ghana for air say Chief Justice ni to me ye no. Na yina ye be ye no say ni ye pesi ye no. Wababe do Ghana as a diplomat we do or say without prejudice to their privileges and immunities, it is the duty of all persons enjoying such privileges and immunities to respect the laws and regulations of the receiving states. It's a diplomat NPP for akwa. It is their duty to respect the laws of the receiving state. Receiving state in the Ghana no. Omo maya wa mufrimu in the sending state. Ono na wasomo omo aba into sending state. Receiving state and omo ye adwuma wo in the Ghana. Ya katrom so mundi Ghana mbraso na bebi asanso kan he say they also have a duty not to interfere in the internal affairs of that state. Say diplomat no omo wo duty. Say any kwan say Ghana ye kan ya asemo a omo de omo ano ba be shem. It is clearly stated in Article 41 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. Inti embrofofo na NPP for ba be hu omo no ne papa mu a nka oso mo throw NPP for out. E ka trom say dabi. Article 41 of the Vienna Convention no emma yen kwan say wo say ye de ye ho hye Ghana nsemu. Because it is clearly stated in the internal affairs of the state. Do not interfere in the internal affairs of the state. Nana B is a lawyer. He's supposed to know this. But you see how these people, Edi Ghana for so 8 years. Omudi Mirika, Edi Nyambran Semse. And for people who don't understand, this is why let me show you. Let's go back memory lane and let me show you something, right? Somewhere around 3 years ago, Semunia Mobekaya, IGP Dampare then, ebe throw letter, eba be ball, the British High Commissioner Echi. That time, na Oliver Baka Vomewo, no abasem, ema British High Commissioner, eba be kasaye, efa hon, Dampare eba be bonechi. Into her story now, May 31st, 2022. Dampare fires British High Commissioner over Vamawo tweets. I say, Ghana's Inspector General of Police, IGP Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, has responded to a tweet British High Commissioner to Ghana, Harriet Thompson, made over the arrest of Fix the Country convener Vomewo. Harriet Thompson raised concerns on social media over the arrest of Fix the Country movement lead convener Oliver Barker-Vormawor for traffic offense. I see Oliver Barker-Vormawor, convener of Fix the Country movement, arrested again and stand for a motoring offense on his way to court. I'll be interested to see where this goes, the diplomat said in a tweet. Reacting to the week-long tweet in a 4-page statement, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare mentioned that Harriet Thompson's tweet violates the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations 1961. Just the same convention I mean read the no. Dampare ebo British High Commissioner Nechi say, hey, you are violating the convention. DNTR, because in Article 41, the convention said that do not interfere in internal affairs of the country. So Dampare at that time, ebo British High Commissioner Nechi. And let me show you. Let's read on. Or see, is there any particular reason why, of all people arrested daily for various offenses in Ghana, you are especially interested in this person's case? Is it the case that you don't have confidence in our justice delivery, criminal justice system, and our court processes as a whole? That time another Dampare yes way etia the British High Commissioner no. NPP for board Dampare abaso se wa ya de wa tre British High Commissioner ne nyansa. Utie Dampare nsem o kan o say unje your systems in dia na. Unje your judiciary in dia na. Tiende na ke wo say sa diplomat no omo ka tre NPP for say na da mu nso munje your judiciary in dia na. The judiciary is handling the issue. Mudim Rikako, diplomat ho, Ekwakatro mo said yen. Are you people serious? Are you serious? So that is that. Also, do you know the number of members of parliament, chief executives, and other high-profile Ghanaians who have been arrested and prosecuted for road traffic offenses and have submitted themselves to due process? If you care to know, we will be delighted to share the list with you. Dampare gave it in a 4-page letter. He gave it to the British High Commissioner, woto. To a tron sentencing, equity Article 41 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. And then, omo President Dampare, and then mo say saying, and then mo refi sembra wo mo say saying. You read the comment here, the Ghana Foka. I see nobody make hot past Nanabi. He knows his own is coming in. He knows his own is coming in the NSS scandal and the expired rice 1-2. So I say Nanabi. Say Nanabi. I say odi adie we ye gidi no. Nanabi nim say ono so enche ye ba bechi no. Inta no demirika. Aje. I say when you know you are next on the line. I say I see only NPP members there. So where are the rest of the parties? I say Massa, they sit somewhere. I say you think those international players mean well for us? I say so what's next? Has he been released? I say useless people. I say wow, here we catch this politics game. I say Opana is shocked at the nonsense in the letter, but must maintain steez to fanfool them. Now me they say omo no. And brofo na kra na nipa ba akopɛ obroni ba akopɛ no mukokoto no a wo mo ekodi saa sebe unlawful act we treboni no ati ase ba ni nemu no MPP phone. And I'll keep on telling you, said these are just a bunch of narcissistic personalities. They are narcissists. During their time, IGP adia wokoti ya a call in their favor no. They saw the IGP as right. Omo mbreso Dabi. Narcissists, bunch of narcissistic personalities are yedi omo aba boom, yedi omo ate party, any your friend NPP. Montreal your comment box nimo. That's it.